So guys, it's a wonderful and a bright morning out here, and the farm and the brooder as well. Look closely, you can see the birds, they're doing very well, ready. And today is actually day 10. Today is actually day 10 because on day 7 we gave Gomboro, yes. On the 8th we gave the coccidiosis vaccine, which is the cocci-plat. On the 9 we gave vitamins, right? Then today is actually day 10. We're giving vitamins again. You can see the birds struggling for water. So I'm actually going to serve them this water now. So guys, we had a challenge here on the farm. Alright, so you need to pay very good attention to this video. Do well to like, share, hit the subscribe button and turn off the notification icon so you can get notified when we make an upload. So guys, this is what we call Spraddle legs in poultry farming. I don't know if you've heard something like that. It's called Spraddle legs, where the birds have their leg, like one of their legs is spreaded out from the other. Okay, most times it can be complex, and on the other hand it might not be too complex. Okay, notice that in the farm, and we lost a particular bird for that issue. Not because it had the issue and it died, no, it was because he had issues and the leg was, the legs of the bird were actually paining the bird and it was raising the leg up. So later that night they stepped on it, other birds stepped on it, which is stampede, all right, and that bird died the next morning, which is day before yesterday. It died actually yesterday, all right. I'm coming out, I saw that bird, it died. Okay, so we had another one yesterday again. I noticed that one, so I was just trying to observe this particular bird. While observing, the bird was kind of not sitting well, so I had to place it into these parallel feeders, right? And it was actually eating and very active. Okay, so I placed it there in the feeder, and later in the evening I brought it out for it to move around. So later this morning I found out that the bird died because it went to gather where other birds were, so, or where all birds were lying at, so it ended up being stepped on and it died. Okay, so we lost 2 birds now. It's very painful, but now we really know, because I noticed that once this bird has Spraddle legs in the night, they will have to join others and they will end up stepping on them and they will die. So this morning we noticed another sign of the Spraddle leg. Right, so it's getting serious at this point, and there are so many issues that can cause this. Right, so let me just quickly show you the birds. And I think it's this one lying down right here. Okay, you can look at it. You can see the leg. It's just hopping. Yes, look at the particular bird right here. So there are so many things that can cause this. Okay, so number 1 issue, it might be deficiency from the feeds. Yes, I'm not really certain at this point. Might be deficiency from the feed. Okay, so number 2 might be from the hatchery. All right, so number 3 might be from lying on a hard surface like this. Okay, so I'm not really certain, but all this I'm listing out are what can cause or prompt this issue. Okay, so first thing first, as this bird is like this, it's not bad as others, but over time it might get worse. Okay, so you need to pay good attention because you might encounter such thing later. It's not a prayer, but going into poultry farming, you cannot learn it all. You encounter different challenges. All right, so this is one of them. So what we're actually going to do now, I'm going to add bone meal to the feed. I'll get bone meal later, then add to their feeds. All right, every ration or portion I'm going to give to them, I'm going to put an amount of bone meal. Okay, you can see the bird, it's not as bad as it is, and it's actually feeding. Yes, I can feel feed at the crop. Yes, and the bird is active, but this particular leg, it's so guys, let's just look close. And I don't know if you have had or encountered something like this before, please let me know in the comment section. So I'm trying to look close to the legs if I will see any issue on the legs. Okay, so I've not been able to see, but I noticed, you can look, if you look closely, notice that this place is kind of red. Can you see this particular spot? Yeah, it's looking red, this particular spot. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, and turning to this other angle, or this other part of the leg, it looks clear. Can you see? So I think this is the issue. Yeah, so it might not really be something serious. Okay guys, can you see? Can you see now? This is the issue. Yes, so this is what is causing the issue. Yes, I can tell exactly that this is what caused it. Okay, so I'll have to look for a way and get this fixed, because I don't want it to reoccur again. So our work, poultry farmers, right, is to identify issues and fix them. Okay, this is one of the most reasons we charge other people for consultation service, not because we want to charge them. We're actually paying for the cost of all this. All right, this is not actually the issue of the supplier. It might not even actually be from the issue of the hatchery, but we are not certain. All right, we take out this and we make losses just to guide others. This might look like a mere video to you, but this is sacrifice that we do when we definitely, because I'm actually going to get the root cause of this and prevent this from reoccurring. Okay, so this is what we pay as a sacrifice to make sure others don't go through. All right, so this is the third bed actually having this issue. All right, but this one is not too complex like others. All right, because then I didn't really notice very, very early. When I noticed the first, the second, so this is actually the third one. So I'm very careful for this particular one, and I've already noticed that the legs are red. Can you see? Yes, this particular leg is red and it's kind of swollen. Yes, if you look closely, you see. All right, so we'll have to look for a way to tackle this, and I can tell you that this is not even an issue of let's say this should be an issue of deficiency or something like that. Yeah, this should not be an issue of hatchery. Yes, because the leg is already swollen up, while others were not swollen. So guys, this is it. So if you have any issue like this in the comment, in your poultry farm, you have experienced something like this, do well to tell me in the comment section if you've noticed an issue. So while I keep on updating you on the steps and process in which we used to tackle this. All right, so do well to share and hit the subscribe button. So I'll try to be giving my birds the vitamin right now. Okay, I'm going to be giving them the vitamins for them to drink. All right, so guys, stay updated, turn on the notification icon while I drop in the solution. Thank you and have a wonderful day.